Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Code Realize Guardian of Rebirth. Alright, I had to put an impromptu break in the video because for this very ending video, I wasn't sure how much time there was going to be. I didn't know where to break, so I have to insert afterwards. This episode you're seeing now, I'm not sure where this break is going in, but this is going to be Saint Germain's good ending. And the next episode will be his bad ending and his extra scenario. So, hope you enjoy this. Sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. I pull the dagger towards me without hesitation. However, blood drips onto the ground, but it's not mine. Saint Germain, why? The blood is running from Saint Germain's hand, from where he grabbed the dagger's blade.
I don't know what's right anymore. How to atone for the crimes I've committed, or what justice is, what I am myself. I don't know anything anymore. But there's just one thing that is unmistakably clear. No matter what I do, or what happens, I don't want to lose you.
His hand continues to bleed. The vivid scarlet shocks me, and I accidentally drop the dagger. It falls to the ground. What happens next is what I would expect. The apostles surround us instantly.
I see. Then, I suppose the only way is for us to do the deed for you. Please, wait. Please, don't kill her. Our terms were non-negotiable. Please, give me more time.
He cries desperately.
I swear I will find a way for her to live without the horologium. It wouldn't be too late to break the horologium after that. Please, please don't take her from me. Please!
He is begging. His usual calm, collected demeanor is nowhere to be seen. This is the first time I've seen Saint Germain so desperate.
Please, don't take her from me. I finally found someone I care deeply for. She's my purpose for living. Please, Omnibus.
Tears stream down his cheeks. Omnibus stares intently at him. I'm the luckiest person in the world to be loved so deeply by someone. I'm about to stop Saint Germain to tell him that he doesn't have to do this. I'd like to ask you as well, Omnibus. Her voice is quiet but clear. I look over to see a beautiful woman in armor with her helmet off, Guinevere. The sorrow in her expression, it makes it hard to believe that this is the same person who had so viciously been fighting Saint Germain earlier. Her eyes, colored with sadness, fall upon me. Your predictions have always been the truth. They are the only thing that can guide humanity. But she shattered your prediction. I feel that she alone has the right to reject your prophecies. Omnibus neither agrees nor disagrees and closes her eyes. Then she sighs deeply and slowly.
Cardia, allow me to thank you. What do you want to do?
What do I want? There is no question about it. No question, but if I tell her, will she already know what will become of my desires? I want... I can die for him. That's the truth. But I know somewhere in my mind that this will not lead to his happiness. If he and I both love each other the same amount, just as my happiness is his happiness, I feel that my voice may be too soft, but the soft voice seems to wake something within my heart. Live. Putting it into words makes it into an undeniable hope. I look straight at Omnibus. Strangely, her all-seeing gaze doesn't frighten me right now. I don't care what lies ahead of us. I want to live. I want to live along with Saint Germain. I answer her with total honesty. Omnibus narrows her eyes. She seems like she is remembering something from the distant past.
Then why don't you try it?
Her voice sounds far away. It doesn't feel like my wish has been granted.
Do whatever you can to find a way for you to live without the horologium.
Are you sure? I timidly ask her.
We'll lose even more apostles if we have to go up against both Guinevere and Saint Germain. It would be impractical for Idea to have to deal with further losses.
While her words seem to imply cold calculation, I sense a different sort of emotion emanating from her.
But if you ultimately find that it is impossible to destroy the horologium, I will come after you once again. I take it you're prepared to face that.
Although I hesitate, I gently take Saint Germain's hand. At first, my grip is weak, but my hands hold him tighter and tighter as I savor this newfound hope.
Miss Cardia.
I know. We both see the same light in each other's eyes.
What will the two of you bring forth into this world? For now, I will watch you from a distance.
After she says this, Omnibus becomes a blur, no longer clearly visible. Then she melts into the darkness and disappears. The other apostles became blurs as well and vanished into the darkness. Then even Guinevere, who had remained until the end, slowly begins to disappear. Guinevere, thank you for helping us. I merely spoke the truth. It's funny that I would say this now, after trying to kill you, but I feel the same way as Omnibus. It's like a part of me would be saved if you two can find happiness. Then she vanishes as well. The two of us are left alone on Tower Bridge. What about Lupin and everybody? I can see the sun rising along the horizon. We look at one another and notice something. I hastily pick up my gloves and put them on. Then Saint Germain smiles and gently pulls me towards him. The rising sun is quick to chase the darkness away, giving us light. The sun brings with it a new day for London. We lean against each other, feeling one another's presence ever more strongly as we stand in the morning light.
How proper of you to pick up your gloves.
I didn't want to get carried away in my happiness and accidentally melt you. Was that funny?
No, I'm just happy. Happy that I'm able to feel so close to you right now, in this moment. In all these thousands of years I've lived, I've never experienced a morning as wonderful as this. This is how I want to live from now on, with you by my side. I want to see many beautiful things with you. I want to see where our path takes us, walking alongside you. With you, my beloved, together forever.
His words are filled with warmth. He probably has a smile on his face right now. Not the mysterious dark smile from when we first met, but a smile as warm as the rising sun and overflowing with joy. Slowly moving her wheelchair, she carefully prunes the trees in her garden with her shears. She makes the rounds in her garden in a leisurely manner, unconcerned with time. Omnibus decides that all her trees are in order and nods in satisfaction.
That should do it.
A slight breeze sets off a gentle whisper along the treetops. The birds contribute their unchanging song to this uneventful afternoon. This place will never change. There is no night, no rainfall. This moment, an early spring afternoon, will remain forever unless she allows it to change. She lets a small sigh escape her. Just like this place, she had thought that her own way of thinking would never change as well. However, how strange. Her heart, which has never wavered for millennia, has been moved.
I suppose those two have had an impact on me.
Guinevere had asked her a question the other day. Why did she let the two of them live? She could have broken her promise and killed the both of them. Omnibus repeats the answer she gave to Guinevere, speaking only to herself now.
I was reminded of the past, a past long, long ago.
At some time in the distant past, she had been in love. Even though he had been punished by God because of her, and banished from an eternal paradise, he still loved her. Okay, why are we getting Omnibus's history now at the end of Saint Germain's story? I don't want to hear about Omnibus, I want to hear about Saint Germain. In the thousands of years of her life, that was the only time that she had loved. A woman whose very existence is sin, and the man who loved her despite that. Perhaps she saw something in her past love reflected in those two. Just like Guinevere, Omnibus remembers what had transpired and smiles to herself. She was actually happy that her prediction had not come true. Because she has been leading humanity for so long, she knows better than anyone else. No matter how hard idea struggles, humanity will eventually come to ruins, never achieving salvation. But even this prediction of destruction might be false, just as those two overturned what had been predicted for them. A peaceful afternoon, eternally unchanging. A slight breeze sets off a gentle whisper along the treetops. The birds contribute their unchanging song to this uneventful afternoon. But something has changed, just slightly. The heart of one old woman who resides here. She smiles, then begins pruning the trees once more. She thinks about where those two might be traveling right now. I feel like the gentle breeze carries with it the sound of laughter and stop to listen. It's early afternoon, with a comfortable breeze blowing. The soft sunlight paints the field of grass with its peaceful rays.
What is it, Miss Cardia? We've walked a long way today. Shall we take a break?
Oh, no. I think we can still walk for a while. But I'm sure we can stop to eat soon. That would be a good chance to rest our feet. I answer his question, then take in the sights around me. It's already been over 6 months since the intense battle with Guinevere. Saint Germain and I have been traveling the world, leading a sort of nomadic life. We promised Omnibus back then that we would find a way for me to live without the horologium. We must go around to different regions in order to gather knowledge of alchemy needed to do so. Oh, Saint Germain, how about we rest in the shade of that tree?
That shade would probably be nice and cool. Why don't we have a light snack there?
Saint Germain smiles at me as I take a seat. The smiles that had been on his face are so different from what they used to be. They are real, peaceful smiles that come from the bottom of his heart. Just looking at his face fills my heart with a warm feeling. I want to continue traveling forever alongside this smile. It's true. Right now, I think I'm genuinely enjoying this journey with Saint Germain. I mean, when we first set off, I did cause a lot of trouble for him. Not just Saint Germain. When I declared that I would be going on a journey, Lupin and the others were all very concerned. The source of their worry wasn't that I was leaving, but that I was leaving with Saint Germain.
Yeah, don't want him trying to kill her again. You are going away with Saint Germain? Are you serious? Count, looking back on all you've done, it isn't easy to trust you. I heard that you had a good reason to try to kill her, but still.
Their reactions were expected, considering everything that had happened. That day, when we told everyone that we would be leaving on a journey together, Lupin and the others were all unanimously vocal about their disapproval. Saint Germain apologized to them all, and I tried my best to smooth things over. But it still took some time before everyone was convinced.
You and Saint DG are going on a honeymoon? I'm so jealous!
Impy was the only one who was supportive, in his own way. The wind makes the leaves above us rustle. The gentle light flickering through them creates uneven shadows all over us. It's already been a month since we were last in London. Lupin and Impy said that they would be going to Wales, right?
Yes. If all has gone well, they should have finished things up by now, and we'll be back in London. But knowing those two, I think that they've gotten themselves into some sort of trouble.
That's definitely a possibility. It's in times like these that we always start talking about our friends. I heard that Victor opened a clinic. I wonder how that's going.
He's friendly and well-liked by people. I'm sure he's doing fine.
We munch on our sandwiches as we reminisce about the past. We spent a lot of time together, but with the departure of Saint Germain and myself, everyone else has started down their own path. As I just said, Lupin and Impy have remained based out of London, but go to the east and west in search of something. Victor has opened an affordable clinic in the poorest part of London. And as for the two that remain, Van Helsing and Dirili, well, I'm not sure how it happened, but the two of them are going around finding surviving vampires and bringing them to safety. The Destroyer and the Destroyed. I don't know what Van Helsing and Dirili discussed, or what conclusions they arrived at. I hope that the two of them are doing well, and I gulped down the rest of my sandwich. 2 more months until we can see everyone else again.
Do you miss them?
Of course. We've all started going our separate ways. But every once in a while, we try to meet up at St. Germain's mansion. Our next reunion will be in 2 months. I can't wait until then. I glance over at St. Germain, thinking that he must be feeling the same way, but...
I see. So you're not happy to be traveling with me?
What? That's not true. I love traveling with you too.
Too, you say?
He laughs jokingly, but his heart doesn't seem to be in it. Having spent so much time with him, I'm now able to tell what Saint Germain is thinking from subtle changes in his face. The face he's making now probably means that he's a little upset.
It's nice to talk about everyone, but it doesn't sit right with me that they make you forget about your lover who is sitting right in front of you.
Saint Germain. He smiles, then gently nudges me with his shoulder and puts an arm around my waist. I see a hint of something in his eyes, telling me that he's sulking a bit.
His eyes aren't even open. There we go. Every time I feel this way, I begin to think the same thing. That I wish you would be thinking of me, and only me. That I might as well just take you away and lock you up, so that I can always have you by my side to love.
What he says makes me smile. There's no need for you to do that.
Really?
Because I'll never leave your side again. I already belong to you, just like you belong to me. Saint Germain gives a small sigh of relief at my words.
Then, please prove it to me.
Huh? At that moment, something brushes against my lips, just for an instant. It's soft and gentle, much like when I touched Saint Germain's cheek before, but even warmer. But the sensation goes away before I can fully understand what exactly happened. What?
Oh, was that not satisfying?
That's not the point. Did you just...
Yes, I did. I just kissed you.
Why would you... My body still has the poison.
You're right. It was only for an instant, but my lips are stinging.
I can't believe that Saint Germain acts like this wasn't a big deal. Still thrown off by the sensation that remains on my lips, I stare at Saint Germain as he slowly whispers to me.
This is something that neither Impy, nor Van Helsing, nor Victor, and not even Lupin could do, isn't it? I am the only one who can do this. I alone am the only person in this world you can kiss.
I touch my lips and find that they are unbearably warm. But Saint Germain just smiles and begins speaking with a devilish smile.
I want to kiss you without end. I want to kiss you deeply upon the lips. Like this.
He gently leans towards my face. No! I'm nearly swept away, as the temptation to let it happen is difficult to resist, but I lean away, flustered. Save that for after the poison's gone. I keep my distance, breathing heavily, and Saint Germain looks adorably disappointed.
So our real kiss will have to wait until our journey is over and the poison is removed. I suppose I'll have to adopt a different mindset for the rest of this journey.
It's not something worth changing your entire worldview over. I sigh and slowly look up at the sky. I take some deep breaths to calm myself down. I notice that Saint Germain is looking up at the sky as well, through narrowed eyes.
I've looked up at the sky time and time again over the past few thousand years, and I've always felt that this expansive sky and the shining stars would never change, no matter how much time passes. However, it seems I was wrong. There is nothing in this world that is permanently unchanging. Even the sky and the stars themselves, they change nonetheless, however slowly.
Saint Germain smiles, slowly as he looks up at the bright sky, which is still too light to make out any stars.
But if I were to name one exception...
He turns to me and brings his face close to mine.
It would be my love for you. I have no intention of ever changing that, no matter how many thousands of years pass us by.
Me too.
I love you, Cardia.
Someday, when the poison has disappeared from my body, I'm going to give him as many kisses as I can. More kisses than the number of stars Saint Germain has seen in all the times he's looked up at the sky alone, over and over. And the last one unlocked. Now Lupin is available, and he will be, I'll be releasing a video for him in 2 days. Tomorrow's going to be Saint Germain's, bad ending and extra scenario. Sorry about the dog barking there. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed that, and I hope to see you in my future videos. I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety.